Hello again, everyone. I am doing videos on questions that we get on a regular basis, both on the website and also in my practices everywhere that I'm blessed to serve people. So let's talk about my cell optimizer. It's expensive, and I'm aware of that, but there's a reason that it's not cheap. Look, the vast majority of skin products on the market have 5 cents in the bottle. The packaging costs more than the ingredients that are in there, and that's why they only moisturize dead skin at best. At worst, they inflame your skin while they're moisturizing dead skin, and that's some incredibly expensive products as well, which do that. And I've mentioned names before, but we will certainly go to the Clé de Peau and all those sort of expensive products that you see on the market, which are in no way therapeutic other than moisturizing dead skin. So, Cell Optimizer, okay? Number one is, and I can tell you from personal experience, I've used it and then I quit using it because I've had people who said, oh, it's expensive. So I stopped using it, and I saw objectively that my eyes got looser, my face started falling to a certain extent. It wasn't as tight, and I saw it. I also see patients who will go off of it because, again, even though in the big picture versus a lot of other things that people are spending a lot of money for, a lot of these Estee Lauder products, which are, there's nothing living in there, and there's nothing that's going to do anything that people spend $500+ for. So my skin products are nothing in comparison, and they're physician strength therapeutic. So don't get me started on that subject. But the bottom line is the reason my products cost what they cost, but in particular Cell Optimizer, it's one of the most sophisticated products on the market. It's got everything in that formula that is maximizing optimal youthful functioning of every bit, every cell component in the skin that skin products can touch. And these products penetrate as deeply as any skin product can penetrate, which is why I love for people to use a derma roller and then put their skin products on, because it opens up more channels, more pores. Things will penetrate more deeply, more easily. Cell Optimizer is treating down to the DNA level to help to repair, to help to turn on the good functioning genes, the telomeres, the ends of your genes' DNA, to help restore those, because as those telomeres get shorter, as you go down the path of life, things aren't working as well. They don't work as normally, as healthily. It's helping a cell-to-cell communication. It's just like, look, the skin cells need a cell phone like you do to talk to each other so they can work as a group, as a community. It takes a village. All the other buzzwords you've heard over the years. Cell-to-cell communication within the skin, within any organ system, is imperative, because things work better if they're communicating with each other, because they do separate things, they do redundant things, they're working together, they have to turn on at the same time, they have to work together. It's just like, different time zones, and everybody tries to work at certain times of the day because that's when other people are working. Your skin cells have to work together as well. So it's turning on cell-to-cell communication. It's down at the DNA level. It's at the mitochondria. It's turning on the mitochondria as much as it can. Thyroid helps that too. Mitochondria is the power plant of every cell. The mitochondria is in every cell. Why do I give people resveratrol internally? Because the nicotinamide NADH is helping turn on, make new mitochondria. Never mind resveratrol, a strong antioxidant, very anti-heart disease, etc. Anti-deposition of plaque in the heart to a certain extent. I give that to all my people who have lipid issues, etc. But do I take it every day? Absolutely, because it's helping stop aging brown spots to a certain extent, turning on my mitochondria. And so there are maximal strength. As much as a formula will hold together, it's got the maximal strength of ingredients that are also turning on the mitochondria, the power plant of the cell. So it's like plugging in your cell phone when it's going dead so it keeps working. It's the same thing for the skin cell. So it's got ingredients in there that are doing that. Never mind the fibroblasts, which make new collagen, all the different cell components. So not redundant. Not one of my products is redundant with another. So if you're using all my skin products, you're not doing anything that's redundant. Everything does different things, which is why I rail about starting and advancing skin products. But in particular, look, everybody talks about the peptides, etc. Yeah, there's a lot of peptides on the market, but most of them are dead, so they're not living in the body. They have to be presented in a formula in a way, just like plants which go into hibernation. They've got to be presented in a way where when you put them in a formula, they turn on the function, and the function is stabilized so it doesn't degrade. In other words, wear out, use up, so that, again, you spend money on things and it's not working because it's been used up. That's why I do a powdered vitamin C instead of a liquid vitamin C, because vitamin C is degrading in the bottle. You're really not getting any therapy except acidic on the surface of the skin, which will exfoliate some, but it's certainly not good for a lot of skin. So my powdered vitamin C, however, you're putting a tremendous amount on at one time, turns on a function. That's why it's powdered, doesn't degrade. Same thing with Cell Optimizer. You're using peptides, you're using every ingredient that is known to formulating skin product science to lift, tighten, to fortify, to feed in a different way and maximal strength, which is why those ingredients are not cheap. And so at the end of the day, I do everything that I can do to make it as affordable as possible. I have people who in the daytime, they use Serum C, wrinkle filler, because it really does make a difference for lines, whether they be down here, around here. Wrinkle filler really does matter. All those things, vitamin C, they're all helping to rid those things as much as you can. Prevention, so the earlier you start, the better. Cell Optimizer, lifting and tightening. And I saw it on my own skin when I stopped using it, because I wanted to see, did I, yet again, because look, I forget like everybody else does. I wanted to prove yet again to myself, and I try to be objective as well. I mean, just because I made them doesn't mean I'm not looking for better, because I'm looking for better for me, just like I'm looking for better for you. And so that's my philosophy, that's my psychology, that's my approach to everything, whether you're my patient, whether I'm telling you what supplement to take, whether I'm telling you what skin product to take. But Cell Optimizer matters. Now, would I use Cell Optimizer if I was in my 20s? No. I would use Serum Wrinkle Filler. If you need a little touch more moisturizer, you can put Emudermal, because why did I put Neodermal in there? Because it's supposed to be, again, force new collagen production in a different way than retinoic acid, Retin-A does. It's supposed to be the most exciting new ingredient since Retin-A as far as doing that. So I put it Emudermal, because Emudermal forces it into the skin, drags it down into the skin, It's why I have people mix Emu in with things if they need more moisture, because Emu helps drag the ingredients into the skin more deeply. My base, optimizing base cream, which we use to put hormones into, both pharmaceutically and in estriol support, progesterone, DHEA support, it drags things down. So you're going to hear us talk soon about mixing base cream, optimizing base cream in. It's an optimizing product that helps drag things down in the skin. The more deeply things penetrate, the more of the skin you treat, and the better the results that you get. So Cell Optimizer really matters. It has ingredients that I could not put. There was no room in the formula to put in other products. Some people use it for moisture in the daytime mixed in with, and all you need is a little fingertip size amount. So that container of Cell Optimizer goes for 3 to 4 months, okay? At least 3 months. And I tend to overuse things. I try not to, but I tend to overuse things just like everybody else does. And then you may not need Emu. But so it really is, it's the ingredients. Everything I do, it's about the ingredients. And their maximal strength, they're chemically, chirally correct, which means the body recognizes them. It has a receptor in the skin, turns on a good function and not a bad function. And in a lot of products, they don't turn on any function. If they're not turning on any function, you're not going to see rejuvenation or anti-aging or prevention or even resolution, certainly not resolution of symptoms. So Cell Optimizer, if you can, really matters. And I would wait to do it 35 or so if you're aging more quickly, because again, I'm seeing people in their 30s, mid-30s that are aging much more quickly, and they're looking, they need more. And so I'm putting them on things maybe at 32 or whatever, if they can do it, because it really does matter, and you'll see it. And what matters, if you're getting a result, you're going to see it. So hope that helps as to why it's in my armamentarium of things to use, and why we're ever thinking in your behalf. What will penetrate things more deeply? What will penetrate the most that you can penetrate? And you're going to hear us talk about Ingredient Optimizer very soon, because we've been experimenting with that, because we know that it drags hormones deeper, better, faster, more completely into the skin than any other cream that any compounder can use. And so it does the same thing with ingredients. And then if you've got a derma roller and you roll on occasion, even if you do it once a week, but sometimes in the morning, sometimes in the evening, and you're penetrating things even more deeply because you open up those channels. So knowledge is power. Hope this helps. Hope I'm not overwhelming you. Cell Optimizer. It's worth, the price is predicated by what's in the bottle. So thank you.